Let me hold off on our commercial because the man who is waiting is extraordinarily busy in the middle of trying to save Christians. Rudy is our CEO of the Nazarene Fund. Rudy, welcome. How are you?
Hey, thanks, Glenn. It's good to hear your voice.
Good to hear you. Can you give us an update? You're on the air, by the way. Give us an update on everything you can.
Yes. So we're getting our first 340 passengers out as we speak. The plane is getting ready to take off.
It's on the ground. Kabul. It's on the ground and being loaded.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
So that's good news. A lot of the people that are boarding are extremely dehydrated. We had to move aprons because the tarmac is covered in feces. There are over 16,000 people inside the airfield. It's an absolute mess. The outside gate was just closed because of IED threats from ISIS. Taliban are blocking people on the outside perimeter of the airport and not allowing them through.
President Biden says that there's no harm coming to U.S. citizens or people they're trying to get in, that they're not being beaten by the Taliban or anything else. Can you?
I think that's completely false.
Okay.
That is completely and unequivocally false. Everything that's come out of this administration has been nothing but lies. Right now, our biggest obstruction has not been our ability to extract people, but it's been the U.S. State Department that's been obstructing. We cannot get a single person in the State Department to support us on the diplomatic front. Right now, different countries that want to take people or have agreed to take people are requesting diplomatic notes from the State Department that when they arrive, 1, 2, 3 will happen. And the State Department keeps telling us we will not write any notes. We will not give you any support whatsoever. So we're in the middle of diplomatic wranglings trying to figure out when we go rotate planes in to take them out, where we're going to take them to the next destination. So we're in concert talking to.
We have countries that will take them. Why is our State Department not willing to say, yes, you can move them?
They've been the biggest obstruction. I mean, guys in DOD that I'm working with are leaning forward in the saddle to help us, but the State Department, not a single soul in there is being helpful whatsoever. I understand a lot of congressmen and senators are angry. They're writing letters and they're trying to get things moving, but it's been extremely slow. I've never, ever in my entire life seen anything so messed up and so discombobulated. It's just been a nightmare for us. Yeah. But we're determined to get people out. I mean, we're figuring out different angles, different ways. The threat keeps increasing every single day for the people, not only from the different radical groups on the ground, but we're talking about dehydrations, people who are sick with medical conditions, and there's no food and water, no bathrooms, like I said. Every second I hear different stories of Air Force wanting to send planes. They're focusing on American citizens, getting American citizens out, but we also have the SIVs and people who helped us. And until we clear the airfield from the inside, we can't bring people from the outside in. So that's the biggest dilemma right now. So that's the part that we're trying to solve as fast as we can.
How fast is the military transport planes going in and out?
There are some planes coming in. I heard there's going to be a fairly big rotation of military planes coming in today, but focused on American citizens. I have not confirmed that yet. I'm trying to confirm it, and I'll be jumping on some phone calls afterwards. But it's been. I mean, the problem is normally when you do a non-combatant evacuation, you put the Department of Defense in charge, and then basically the State Department backbenches and supports. In this case, it's flipped around. So the State Department is trying to run the show, and the Department of Defense is backbenching. That's why it's gotten so messed up, and the State Department is providing zero support, zero help.
Are other operations outside continuing outside of the airport?
We're working. Yes, I mean we're working on that diligently. It's just the threats are so high right now and getting worse. So without disclosing much, we're working on one piece of it, and we're coming up with lots of different options as we focus our attention on the airport at the same time.
That's all because of the State Department. The State Department could take care of this right now.
Oh, absolutely, but nobody's stepping forward. I mean, I haven't slept in 3 days. It's all we've been doing is calling people and trying to get this issue sorted out. My objective has been, let's get them out of Afghanistan wherever we take them, and then deal with the aftermath there. But it's hard when you fly a plane and then it gets diverted midair to another place, and then it sits on a tarmac, with a bunch of passengers who are dying of dehydration in the back, and then you make matters worse. So we're trying to sort that out all at the same time.
All right. What can we do here that would help? Should we call our senators? Should we? What can we do?
Call senators, call congressmen, get people to shake the State Department from the inside out and get them to provide us at least some diplomatic support where we can just go. We have the assets to fly the planes. We have the people on the ground to move the people, but we just need at least countries that will take them and help us with that portion of it.
And we're asking for the State Department to give these planes what? Diplomatic? Go ahead.
Yes. We want them to work through our embassies in the various countries just to say, they will give a diplomatic note and say, please, if you take these refugees for 10 days or whatever, you've got them, and then you can rotate them out to next destination. At least it gives us a little bit of time to work with the bigger countries, Western countries that have agreed to take, refugees permanently, time to cycle in other aircraft that come in and take them to final destination.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Rudy. And God bless you. We are praying for you, and millions are praying for all of the people involved on your team. Thank you.
Thank you for all your support.
You bet. Bye-bye. It's Rudy Attallah. He is the CEO of the Nazarene Fund. He was on the National Security Council for presidents past and been in the Air Force for, 30 years. And is a remarkable man. So here's what I'd like to do, and if we could get one of our producers on the phone, let's get Ricky and Sarah start to man the phone. Let's get some of these senators and congressmen that we know on the phone and on the air. We need you to call your senators and congressmen. There's some things that are going on that you will find out about later. We're trying not to ruffle feathers until we can get people out. There's no reason to finger point until we get things out. But the State Department is a problem, is a big problem, and we need those members of Congress to move. This is one of the hardest, most heartbreaking things I have ever been involved in. I get good news, and then the rug is ripped out from underneath me. The way this is being handled is insanity, absolute insanity. I've seen government operations, and government operations don't always go your way, but they at least will make sense. If it's a military operation, it will at least make sense to some degree. This makes no sense on what is going on. And we're a week into it, and they're still doing this. We have, 9 days? Is it 9 days to the 31st? I don't even know the date today. It's
23rd today.
Okay. So we are running out of time. And as he's saying, it's getting worse on the ground. They are becoming more and more emboldened. And we have to get these people out. And we have the planes on standby. We have everything ready. When I asked if we were doing some of the other things outside, you don't know how people are risking their lives to help people right now. We have people that are in grave, grave danger right now trying to get people to the airport. You will be amazed when you hear this whole story. But we need you to call your senators and congressmen right now. Flood them right now and tell them we need the State Department to give diplomatic passes to the airplanes that are loaded up with these refugees to allow the UAE to take these people and hold them for 10 days until they can go someplace else. That we've already coordinated all of these other countries. We have everything we need. We have absolutely everything we need, except the Taliban is holding the gates and stopping us from bringing in some people. We're working on workarounds for that. And then the other obstacle, and these are the two, the Taliban and our State Department. We already have everything else we need. We have the countries where they are going to be accepted, where they'll be gladly taken. We have places for them to hold until they go to their final destination. We have it all. We don't have all of the people because the Taliban, as Rudy just said, the president is lying to you. He is lying to you. They are beating people at the gates. The other obstacle is our State Department. I believe it's one and the same.